Hey guys, welcome to another video of mine. It's Dembele, and this is another Chelsea Transfer Daily News video for you guys. And today, this could arguably be one of the biggest videos of this month because of the huge news I've got for you guys, the inside sources that have been reporting to me, and of course the general publications I'll be going over, giving my thoughts, opinions, and of course you're going to enjoy this video a lot, so make sure you do stay tuned, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to my channel if you are new on here, make sure you hit the bell notification for every time I upload, and comment down below your thoughts, opinions in the comment section below. But without further ado, let me get straight into it because you guys are going to be excited. Now, starting off with Dembele. Now, of course, in my past two previous videos, I've talked about Dembele. I said yesterday in my yesterday's Transfer Daily video that, of course, Lyon rejected a €40 million bid. As soon as I made that video, reports later came. The Lyon official Twitter account stated that they have plans and wish to keep Dembele for the further future and have no plans to sell him in the Jan transfer window. So, of course, it does give some positives regarding us who don't really want Dembele. However, we need to take it with a bit of context, with a pinch of salt. Of course, they did the same with Ferland Mendy, with Alexander Lacazette, and of course Benjamin Mendy, and all three of those players ended up leaving anyway. So I wouldn't look too far into it, stating that of course we're definitely not going to sign him. Of course, if we do bid high, substantial amounts of money, we could get the deal off the line. However, it's looking unlikely. Now, when I questioned my source regarding Dembele, the key things that he told me was that of course we are in negotiation and discussions with Lyon, and that we have actually bid for them. We officially bid around €40 million. We inquired a couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, we inquired to Dembele to sign him around the fee of £35 million. Lyon said no chance. They want around €50 million, and Chelsea and Marina have stated that they will not go above the £40 million mark. So that's what I was told. That's how negotiations are currently regarding Dembele. For me, it's positive. He's not worth more than £40 million. And of course, there are much better options, much better strikers out there. There's no point wasting on money and, gambling on certain players. Lyon want €50 million. We're not willing to go above 40. So at the moment, it's at a standstill. It's stalling right now. So it's not looking like it's going to get done. That's the news regarding Dembele I was told last night. Now, the massive major news I was told is that yesterday we made our official formal bid for Jadon Sancho. We have officially bid €100 million plus £25 million in add-on, so nearly around £130 million. That's the whole package, the whole deal. And I have been told that it's looking likely that will get rejected. It was the same day. We made our formal bid yesterday morning, and Dortmund got back to us last night, and they've officially rejected that bid. And the reason for this is Dortmund see Sancho as a key player, and they don't want to sell him at all in the Jan transfer window, which is expected response. They want to wait at least until the summer window to be able to sell him. Now, when I asked for details, my source basically told me that, of course, Dortmund want to sell in the summer, and I was told, oh my God, this is the bit that was incredible. Dortmund won £200 million for Jadon Sancho, and they want to wait until after the Euro 2020 so that they can inflate his price. Because we know how international tournaments go, the World Cup, the Euros, it inflates prices. They want to get a bit of a conversation going, get a competition between Manchester United and Chelsea, who are the two front runners for his signature. They want at least £200 million for Jadon Sancho for their young star, and there is no way they would sell him in the Jan transfer window. Of course, I was asking them, and there's rumours that, of course, we could do a Pulisic type deal. However, you saw what happened to Pulisic last year. Pulisic, as soon as we officially signed him, Dortmund care more about their own players, their homegrown players, and they barely paid Pulisic last year, which could halt his development. Hence why Dortmund would prefer not to do that. Of course, the summer window is key. This summer window is very key. However, now we're going to have some competition to face for Jadon Sancho's signature, and that is why Champions League football is so crucial for this season. Hence why the performances need to be on point, and we need to secure top 4 for this season to be able to get the big deals over the line. Now, Goal.com today, English publication, reported that Chelsea are really interested in one team over and Jadon Sancho, as we all know. However, they might have to wait until the summer transfer window to secure both these deals, and also Nizar Kinsella, the journalist who was connected with Chelsea, also reported the same thing. So it's looking interesting. My main source, who's quite reliable, said that of course Dortmund are likely to reject it, but it's good. We're showing ambitious plans. We've had a £130 million bid rejected. But I was also told that Chelsea have not stopped there. They will keep negotiating, they will keep talking, and we could come back in for a bigger bid. I'm talking around £150 to £160 million. So it's going to look interesting. Of course, all the latest news I will be keeping you guys up to date on this channel. Now, regarding Timo Werner will not be happening in January. It's not impossible, but it's highly unlikely. Now, of course, I've stated my reasons. Leipzig are top of the Bundesliga. They're also in the UCL round of 16 against a favourable draw against Tottenham Hotspur. Of course, RB Leipzig are not willing to sell right now. Now, of course, regarding the release clauses, a lot of you guys are confused. What is his actual release clause? Now, I was told yesterday that in January, he currently has no release clause. Chelsea have been in talks and negotiations with RB Leipzig. They've inquired about his release clause. Currently, there is no release clause in January. However, in the summer transfer window, he has a £40 million release clause. That is what I was told. Timo Werner has a £40 million release clause. However, that is only available in the summer transfer window, so he has no release clause. Now, if you think about it smartly and logically, if we offer £50 million now, RB Leipzig may be tempted to take it because, of course, they're going to get 10 million less in the summer transfer window. So you could look at it from a business point of view. Of course, his release clause is only available in the summer transfer window and it's £40 million. So it's looking like that this deal will be done in the summer transfer window. Plus, Timo Werner is quite reluctant to stay as well. Of course, he wants to win the Bundesliga. It might be his only chance to win the Bundesliga at RB Leipzig. And also, he's got a favourable draw in the UCL round of 16 as well. So we have to give respect to that as well. So it's looking likely that Timo Werner will be staying at RB Leipzig this January, and it's highly unlikely he will be moving. And Jadon Sancho, of course, we definitely know there will be no movement in January. However, we could secure a Pulisic type deal. If not, we will try again in the summer transfer window. But like I said, two main targets, Timo Werner and Jadon Sancho. Now, what about Michy Batshuayi? Michy Batshuayi, of course, currently third choice striker at Chelsea. He's not had a big look in. Of course, Sam Abraham's done well this season, so he hasn't had his opportunities or chances. However, it's looking likely that he will be going on loan at Aston Villa. Yesterday, the Telegraph, Matt Law broke the story that Michy Batshuayi is looking likely that he will be leaving in the Jan transfer window. Now, of course, we know that Olivier Giroud will also be leaving, so it gets you thinking, two strikers leaving, what type of strikers and what type of players will we be signing? Now, regarding Michy Batshuayi, Aston Villa are very interested in getting Michy Batshuayi on loan until the end of the season with an option to buy at the end. And the main reason for it is because of Wesley, who plays Aston Villa. He did his ACL, anterior cruciate ligament, a massive injury at the weekend against Burnley. It was a horrible injury and it's ruled him out for the rest of the season. So Aston Villa need to stay up in the Premier League. They're in danger of going down and getting relegated. And so they're very interested in signing Michy Batshuayi from Chelsea on loan with an option to buy. Now, the interesting piece of news here is that you guys won't have heard is regarding Jack Grealish. Now, I've also been told that Chelsea are very interested in signing Jack Grealish. Part of the reason why Bruno Guimaraes, negotiations have stalled because Chelsea actually want Jack Grealish. Lampard is a massive fan of Jack Grealish and that we want to bring in. Of course, Barkley looks like he will be heading out the door in January. And Chelsea heavily interested in Jack Grealish. Now, of course, I find this quite interesting. The reason why I'm mentioning this is because my source was told about Jack Grealish just last week and reports coming out yesterday that Michy Batshuayi could go out on loan at Aston Villa. So it kind of makes sense in a way. However, Aston Villa are reluctant to sell. They will not sell in January and they want to sell in the summer. Now, of course, if Aston Villa get relegated, then Jack Grealish will be leaving 100%. However, in the summer transfer window, he won't be cheap. We're talking about £50 million or £60 million. Very similar player to Maddison, both top players, and so they're not going to come at a cheap price. They're both English, so they will be coming at a premium. However, if Batshuayi goes out on loan to Aston Villa, he does really well, let's say hypothetically, and there's an option to buy, we could maybe throw in Batshuayi plus a £35-40 million, and it could secure Jack Grealish over the line. So for me, that's what I was told. We're heavily interested in Jack Grealish to bring in, hence why the Bruno Guimaraes talks have stalled. But that's going to wrap up the Chelsea Transfer Day news video for you guys. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to my channel if you are not on here. Make sure you hit the bell notification for every time I do upload. And comment down below thoughts opinions on each player that I did speak about. Would you take Jack Grealish at Chelsea? Thoughts opinions on Timo Werner and Jadon Sancho, and of course Moussa Dembele as well. Leave me your thoughts opinions in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys for my next video. Peace.